friends, family, ministers, priests, rabbis, imams, pastors, people of every color, political view, of every nationality, whatever you may be. I want you to take this video into your churches, into your synagogues, into your jobs. I want you to download it. I want you to burn it onto a DVD. Put it on your iPhones or your Androids, whatever it needs to be. Share this with everybody on earth that you can, whether they're in America or if they're in Zimbabwe, whether they're in Zimbabwe or if they are in Turkey, whether they are in India or Belgium, Japan, or maybe even if they're in Brazil. Because when we do this, the plan that I'm about to give you, we are going to change this world and take the evil out of it little by little. But some of it will be lightning fast. Some of the things we're going to do is going to make us feel like Job from the Bible, the Christian Bible. But in the end of that story, at the end of that story, Job received more abundance than he ever thought possible. 10 or 20-fold. That will be you. So what is this great new reckoning and revolution that we're going to do? First of all, it's going to be legal, peaceful, ethical, and financial. And it's going to take the people who have made money their God. We are going to simply take their money away. We're not going to take it all, but we're going to take a good amount, legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially. So here's the plan. And I need every minister that loves God, loves their congregations, loves what happens to them and wants the best for them. Every minister, every priest, every rabbi, or whatever holy person you may be, every person in that congregation, every child, from birth to the oldest child that's 190 years old, if somebody ever lived that old. This is for everybody. This is what you must do. You want to take $50 a week out of your paycheck, or if you're on disability, $50 a month, or whatever it is, every pay period, and you take it and you lock it in your lock boxes at home or wherever you live. And you put it in your safes, or you hide it from anybody you think may be tempted. You even hide it from yourself. You put that money in, and you never take it out. And you keep it there for one whole year, 365 days. You're going to need to do a wee bit of bookkeeping. You simply write down the date, the time, the day of the week, and the year. And 365 days later, you can take 30% out and use it for whatever you want. Give it to church. You could use it to have a party. I don't prefer alcohol or drugs, but you could use it to invest in yourself. You can use it to invest in education, your retirement, whatever. But I want you to take a whole year of doing this. And even when that year comes out, and every time you take out 30%, when each corresponding payment or deposit matures for 1 year, you can do up to 30%, or you could do it once a year, once every 365 days, and take 30% of whatever you have. Maybe you'll have $2,400, maybe more, depending on how much you save. Now, I need every person on this planet who has love in their heart, whether you live in America or wherever you live, to do this. Because what it's going to do is it's going to hurt our economies of the world. Hurt them in a way that they've never been hurt. But in the end, it is going to free all 7 billion souls. There won't be slaves. There won't be servants. And the reason, there may still be some, but generally not. The reason is because we will control every government legally, ethically, peacefully, financially. We will control every corporation legally, peacefully, financially, and ethically. And what I mean by control is they need our money. In America, we're not called citizens. We're not called Americans. We are called consumers. When we hear about the holidays, we hear the consumer index, or how much people spent on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, or how the holiday season was, and how did it help the retailers or the stock market, or whatever. We hear about the profits of the oil and the big pharma, and the list goes on and on and on. But we don't hear about the ending of homelessness. We don't hear about the ending of hunger in America. We do not hear the ending of homeless veterans. We don't hear the ending of violence due to teenagers having hopelessness in any community. We don't hear about the plight of the extreme poor or those that this country likes to call minorities. I got news for you. I don't believe in minorities. To me, you are a human being. Yes, humanity really does matter. All forms of life does. So while this is a long video, this battle plan may be the greatest thing we do as a nation and as a planet of people. For those of you who will not share, like, subscribe, and join, and force yourself to sacrifice, I don't believe you are patriots of whatever country you're in. You're no patriot of the United States of America. You may have fought for America, and for that service, I thank you. But you are not a patriot. Not if you don't put your money away and put this government in check. I am so tired of our elections around the globe, including America, being stolen, bought and paid for. People of color or different pigmentation or nationality being denied their legal right to vote, being tricked out of it, and all sorts of things, intimidated. All these horrendous things that have been going on needs to stop. And the one way that we beat them is taking that $50 away from them to a man, $50 away to a woman. Even a child at the age of 5 years old can participate. If they get an allowance of, let's say, $6, have them put away $2. It will teach them how to be disciplined. It will teach them how to save. It will teach them how to prosper. Think of this as the great lesson for ministers, imams, pastors, priests, rabbis, or anyone else of faith. Consider making this video part of your lesson. Whether you show this video or you just copy everything I say, you will be doing the greatest service for everybody in your church. And that doesn't matter if you're in love with Donald Trump or you can't stand the man or the entire Trump administration. That's almost irrelevant at this point. Because when we do this, nobody will deny us. We will not be denied. We can't be denied. I'm in the parking lot right now of a Walmart because I had to get some medicine for the pains that I've been having. If I don't choose to go here, Walmart doesn't get money. If they don't get money, they close down. They go out of business. Yes, one person circulating $3 or $4 means nothing. But magnify that by 10 million people boycotting Walmart or any store. What if it's 50 or 100 million people boycotting Walmart or any store? Or not boycotting, but reducing 100 million people, reducing their monthly money by $50. Or maybe all of it not going to Walmart or Target or Saks Fifth Avenue or whatever it is, Macy's, whatever it is. What if instead of buying $100 worth of gasoline a month for your vehicle, you go down to 50? You find a way to do without. Maybe you get a bus. Maybe you get a friend to carpool. When we do this, great changes come in America. But you don't have to look to me and say he's full of it. You can look to history. our great civil rights movement and the ending of the war in Vietnam happened because of protests, to be sure. But the main thing, one of the key ingredients was the boycott of the buses by African American or black Americans. I don't see black Americans. I see people by their name. You cannot be black to me. You cannot be white. You cannot be Asian. You cannot be Middle Eastern. You cannot be anything Native American. You are you. And that is what we are going to get back to. The great evil of this country and of this world and of many people in D.C. and those who bought and sold them, their evil is going to be reduced and then eventually eliminated. You see, I believe in the Lord thy God and Jesus Christ. I love everybody. You can believe or not believe, but I love the Lord thy God and Jesus Christ. I have a little term that I use, or a little phrase. It simply goes like this. God doesn't play. Karma doesn't play. So now Donald Trump has been attacking so many groups that it's a disgrace. And the Pence administration and the Trump and Pence and whatever, they think they have a field day because they have so much power. You in the churches, synagogues, wherever you may be, mosque, you have more power in your little finger, this finger, the pinky, than Donald Trump has. And all you need to do is take that $50 or more every week and lock it up. And you will get the abundance that Job from the Bible received. At first, yeah, a lot of stuff's going to go down. But our country's going to thrive in a way that has never happened. And I know for a fact, if we do this to the man, to the woman, from 1 million to 314 million Americans, to the man, to the woman, and to the child, if we do this, when we do this, I know for a fact, everything you ever wanted and more will happen. So now you have a decision to make. You can like this video. You can subscribe. You can comment. And you can most importantly share. You can download it and burn it to your phone, to your DVD players, whatever you may have. Get it to your church. Get it to your minister. Look, I know I am not an economist. I know I am not a guru with a PhD, but I know what is real. And I'm the guy that predicted $3 and $4 gasoline was going to happen way before anybody else did. I can't explain it. I don't claim to be a psychic or anything like that. But I know things. And I know that this $50 battle plan will change not only America, but this globe. I know it. Because it's simple economics. If they don't have your money, they have nothing. You want to see Donald Trump do the right thing instead of what he's been doing? You want to see him stand down legally, peacefully, ethically, financially? Do your protesting during the week. Walk on Wall Street from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. 2 or 3 days in 1 month. Have 1 million or 2 million people walking through New York City and make sure it's during those hours and make sure it hits Wall Street or D.C. or every nation, every city in the nation or every city in your nation. And if you can't do that, do the $50 to the ministers and to the people at every church in America. Every synagogue, every organization, every boys club, girls club, or people who just love this nation. You do this, and you become heroic. You don't do this, and you can say goodbye to freedom as we know it. I'm not trying to scare you while you sit in church or wherever you may be. But God doesn't like liars. And God doesn't like evil. And I will not placate to anybody. And as far as @real Donald Trump or @Pontus is concerned, we will legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially defeat you and your entire administration. And every Republican out there doing wrong, we will defeat you too. And any Democrat, we will also defeat you legally, peacefully, financially, and ethically. Something that most of you are not. Not all, but most. My last thing I want to say is this. This $50 battle plan is a gift from God, from Jesus Christ or God by whatever name that you want to call God or your gods. And you can help to save this planet, or you can ignore it. I, for one, I'm doing the plan. And every real patriotic American, you'll do it too. Torcaso is Torcaso. 412-559-2731. Don't block your number. Don't make it private. And we will talk. And one last message for the leader in D.C., @real Donald Trump, @Pontus. I don't hate you. I don't like your policies. You need to change, or we shall legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially defeat your entire administration. And that is written in stone.